If you or someone you know has a pup rash, you're likely looking for answers now. In this video, I'm going to share the 3 top foods that you should eat in the morning to help alleviate the rash quickly, and I'll share one bonus tip at the end. I'm Ali, I'm a yoga and meditation educator, and I'm a survivor of the horrible pups rash. I've helped many women heal their rash at this point, and my specialty is actually in sleep support and yoga nidra. So if you're having trouble in the sleep department, just hit the little subscribe button, or if you want to practice prenatal yoga with me, you can hit that subscribe button now. When I first posted about my pups rash and how I healed it, I didn't realize that just a few months later I'd have dozens and dozens of emails and DMs and comments from women who had found my video or my blog post and used the same protocol to heal their rashes as well. So I just want to start by saying, full disclosure, I'm not a doctor or a healthcare professional at all, but I was so desperate to heal my pups rash, and I didn't find a lot of helpful information out there. So I really wanted to make sure that I could help other women that were suffering with the rash, because I was truly suffering. So please consult your healthcare practitioner, of course. Make sure that you don't have a different type of rash. There are a couple of rashes that are a little bit more serious than a pup's rash, so you want to make sure that you don't have one of those. So my hope is that you'll be able to follow these tips and use these foods and be rid of this rash for good, like me and so many other women. So when I was diagnosed, it was a rare first trimester case. Apparently it's not very common to get it in the first trimester, and I knew I could not survive my whole pregnancy with those symptoms. So here's what my skin was like, and then here's my skin now. I just want you to know that it's 100% possible to heal this rash before you give birth, and food is the main key. Here's how you can do it. Step 1. The most important food that you'll eat every morning to heal the pups rash is apples. The red variety, like Red Delicious and stuff like that, is super key. They say, that saying that an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but I'm not talking like 1 apple a day. I'm talking like 2 to 6 apples every day if you can. So I do mention what you want to keep your mornings to and the drinks that you should be drinking all morning in this video right here. But clean, whole food carbohydrates, especially apples, are going to save the day if you have this rash. You want to keep your fats down and keep your clean, complex carbohydrates like apples and things like that up. Step 2. Okay, the second most important food that you want to eat in the morning, and they go great together, is dates. So dates are famous in the natural health and pregnancy community for their unique benefits for pregnant women, but they also are one of the most important things you can eat to heal this rash. So they go great with apples, and you can even make the apples a little bit more satiating, like you feel a little bit more full if you eat them together. And you can also make this caramel dip out of them. So you just kind of blend them up with maple syrup and some water to switch things up, and then dip your apple slices in that, and it's kind of a treat. I'll post the recipe below. I can't express enough how the most important thing to move the needle on this rash is to heal the rash from the inside out. So it's important to use food and drink, and this was not easy information for me to find at all. I had to search the internet for days and weeks and do a lot of trial and error to figure this stuff out. Let me know in the comments below if you've had a similar experience, because it seems like every comment I got, it's other women having a very difficult time sourcing information, and they're seeming to just be finding, topical creams and oatmeal baths, which, let's be serious, they do not work at all. They don't work at all. So it's cool if you need to vent. Just let me know in the comments below what your experience has been, because I totally feel you. It's rough. Step 3. So the third food is celery, and if you don't like celery, just stick with the apples and dates in the morning as much as you can, and eat tons of them for lunch, or watch my video about what to drink as well. Take your celery in liquid form. So some people have a little bit of an easier time with celery if they juice it and drink it. But remember, at the beginning of your day, you want to keep it really sort of fat-free and get as many of those whole complex carbs as you can into your system. And then if you are a big fat lover, like I am, try to save it until dinner time and keep it as low as you can compared to what you would normally eat. Okay, so that leads me to my bonus tip, which is for those of you who have a blender. So if you have a blender, it will definitely help you to cure this rash quicker if you're blending up things like frozen wild blueberries and cilantro and parsley, mango, red dragon fruit, papaya, apples, and any other food that I mentioned from that book that I recommended in my first video and in my original blog post. So I'll post the links below to those, and those are going to really help to calm your skin down quickly. Know that if you're having sleep trouble, which many of us who have the rash are having quite bad insomnia from it, the rash tends to get worse at night. I've got this free Yoga Nidra sleep meditation. Yoga Nidra is like a sleep meditation specific for pregnancy. So I've got one on YouTube, and then I've also got a longer, more in-depth one that you can download on my website, allyboothray.com. And this has been allowing my clients to sleep like babies, so that's wonderful. And you can just click the link to get your free download now. So if you've got this rash, please leave me a comment below and let me know how you're doing. I so empathize with you. It's horrible to go through. And if you want some other, and if you try some of these tips and they help you, I really want to hear from you in the comments. If you like this video, if you comment on this video, it's just going to help more women who have this rash to find the video and save them from the rash, which is great. That's kind of my goal right now, is to just like save as many women as I can from this rash because it was so bad. So if you want more information on how to heal the rash, you can look at some of my other videos. I have a video here on how to heal the rash through Ayurveda. So if anybody is here on my channel that loves yoga or Ayurveda, you can check that video out. It's great. And also the top 3 drinks. The drinks are really key with this rash. Like drinking and peeing a lot are really key. And then also I've got the top 3 things that alleviated the skin itch, because most things out there, like I tried dozens and dozens, most things don't work. I found 3 things that actually worked and worked pretty well. So I've got a video on that as well. So if you have other friends who are pregnant and would like free pregnancy yoga nidras or free prenatal yoga videos, you can send them to my channel. That would be wonderful. And then also you can find all my prenatal and postnatal resources on my website, allyboothray.com. I've got tons of stuff over there for labor and birth and all sorts of things. I highly recommend watching my first video. It's long, it's got all of the information that you need though, it's right here. If you're having trouble sleeping, here's a pregnancy yoga nidra. You can also practice prenatal and meditations with me here. To find all of my prenatal and postnatal resources, head to allyboothray.com. Good luck healing up that terrible itchy rash.